One of the things that I like about this printer is how efficient it is on ink. I do have the EcoTank ET-3760, which is the mid-range of these Epson printers. It does say that I should get up to 2 years of printing with the ink that is included in the box, which is pretty much exactly what I got. So they are accurate, surprisingly, with this estimate. I wish I was keeping track of how much printing I have done, but I can tell you, just as a point of reference, I know that we have printed more than 20 unit studies from Thistles and Biscuits. I've also printed complete curricula from Campfire Curriculum, and we have done 4 of those units now. Additionally, we use it to print pictures for book reports and for things for signage. We use it every day, and this is the first time I do have to replace the ink. So I'm really excited that in 2 years, with quite a bit of use, this is the first time that we are replacing ink. This is extremely easy to replace the ink. They do recommend that you not go above the fill line, which this won't do. It will stop, and then I can just save it for later without a mess, which is something that I really like. So I'm going to go ahead and refill the other 2 that need to be refilled now. So I have now refilled 3 of the 4. I do have some black ink in there, but while I am just refilling these and have it open, I'm going to go ahead and put some more black ink in there. This is ink that came with my Epson printer. So I haven't used all of the black ink yet that came when I purchased the printer. Now that I have finished refilling this ink, let's try printing and let's see how it goes. So this screen will tell me everything that I need to do. And I refilled all of them. I can use it without Wi-Fi. Now it is Wi-Fi compatible, but I can use it without Wi-Fi. And that is great for our house because my house does not have extremely good Wi-Fi. And so it is difficult sometimes for the printer to download the full file when I am using Wi-Fi, but no problem. I can just do a hard wire to my computer. I can print on the front and back of pages, which helps with reduction in the cost of paper, and I really like that. I have recently purchased the Campfire Curriculum's Mysteries That History Holds, and so I want to go ahead and print these. It does have 57 pages. With that, I'm going to do printing on the front and back so that I can have safe paper. It does take just a couple of seconds for it to load from the computer to the printer. So that will give you an idea of how long it took to do the front and back of one page. My printing just finished. It was 57 pages and I did not use hardly any ink on this. This black didn't fill up from the last time because I was just using the rest of what was in the original black ink cartridge from Epson. This is the piece that I printed with the ink that came from the printer, and then this is the piece that I printed with our off-brand ink. As you can see, they both look amazing. There's wonderful clarity, and I can't tell a difference between the ink that came from with the Epson printer and then the ink that I purchased off-brand through Amazon. Regarding print quality and speed, this is the print quality that you will have from this Epson printer. Again, I did print it on the front and back. I think that it did a great job in showing some wonderful clarity from the different lines that you can see. Now you can see through this from where I have it on the front and the back of the page, but the print quality is good. You can see that it's really crisp and there's no problem, no bleeds at all. Now this is a 198 page file, and for that 198 pages front and back, it took 1 hour and 1 minute for the entire file. The cartridge holds 150 pages, so I did not have to refill that cartridge at all throughout this printing, which was very nice. Please let me know if you have any questions about this printer, and if you like content like this, please hit subscribe. Can scan and copy, and so I really like that as well. It does great whether I'm using cardstock, white paper, or colored paper. It prints wonderfully with all three of those. For this unit study, I printed the cover page on cardstock. There is no problems whatsoever with regards to the quality or the cardstock going through the printer. It doesn't get jammed. Also, I print different things on colored paper just to make things a little bit different. And you can see that there's no problem at all with regards to the print quality on colored paper either. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and so I'm really thankful for that in our schoolroom area. I hardly ever have jams, but when I do, it is very easy to clear them just by opening up the back. The only negative that I have seen is sometimes I get these lines on the printing. Now, it doesn't always happen, but it can happen whether it is in color or in black and white. This is something that happens periodically, but really not very often. I am so thankful that I never have to purchase these cartridges again. I was purchasing these about once a month. I did always try to get the XL, which is supposed to have more pages. But even with that XL, I was still purchasing cartridges for this printer about once a month. So therefore, within these 2 years, I have saved money. Since I'm not frequently purchasing those cartridges, the money that I invested into my Epson has definitely been worth it and paid off.